Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mancillon. I wanted to wish you a wonderful day. For it's all around the world. There are people. The internet is a wonderful hub, so we can communicate and create this tapestry of energy. And so we're going to be more and more connecting, and we'll be able to. There is a lot of newness that is coming. I wanted to discuss a few ideas, but first I wanted to thank you for your presence. Thank you for continuing to cultivate the sense of to sign on self, be true, to be yourself. To thank you also for your donations and for that's really assisting me right now, and for your likes, your comments, your subscriptions, and your sharing. And if you want a private session, I do private sessions as well against donations. So it's like there is really two ways to there is there is always the facade, the third dimensional facade, because even if you're on the higher planes, everybody else is on the facade. So just and then there is the inner self. If you've been working on your inner self, on your ascension, on your light work, whatever you might call it, healing or whatever, then you're already in the fourth. You've been going through this fourth dimension. For a very long time, we believed only the outside was real and the inside was just an illusion. We just had to deal with the inside because it allows us to maneuver through the outside. But the focus is being really shifted, and so we're moving to in the ever increasing level of the fourth, fifth, or higher dimension. Sometimes depend on how receptive we are. But it's like the skin. Huh? It's like the skin is wonderful and self healing as well. And with changing skin, we're going to be changing skin. So it's like for all of us light workers, we're going through this fourth dimension. We've been traversing the fourth dimension, and we're ready to enter into the fifth dimension and above. But for the mainstream of humanity who's been in the third dimension, they're going to have to traverse this fourth dimension, facing their fear, facing their shadows, accepting to let go of their beliefs. And it's going to be very hard. It's going to take a long time because they don't have necessarily the same cosmic connection as we have. So we're going to be there to assist them. Our emotional body is already in the fourth dimensional matrix. It's part of the fourth dimensional matrix. The dream state is a fourth dimensional matrix. It is an invisible dimension. And when we are in the depths of despair, we are on the lowest part of this fourth dimension. And when we're at the heights of ecstasy and joy and love, we're in the upper part of the fourth dimension. So we want to try to eventually settle our consciousness on the upper part, on the middle, from the middle to the upper parts. And once we integrate all of the linear past, present, future, then the doorway to the fifth dimension and above are opening up. So it is. It's been announced that we're getting close. The whole solar system is really going to be hitting this photonic belt, this photon belt, and this is going to really create like we might have three. It's going to prevent the light of the sun from reaching us for a few days. The electric system will break down. The internet will break down for like a few days. So just. But I haven't been receiving any direct information, so I don't think it's really that close. It's close because it's like from a cosmic standpoint, we're really getting close. But I think it's more. If it's more, it would be more like months or years, but than days or weeks. But it might come as a fifth in the night and just happen where nobody's prepared, nobody's informed, and it happens. Just stay home and let it pass. Because it will definitely bring about it will release all the negative energy, and then the golden age, it will bring the premise of the new golden age. For it, we don't always understand the test we are being presented. It's like it's okay. Just trust that there is a plan, and sometimes things dissolve, sometimes things return, and so it's like I take this analogy that if we were like we're made of carbon, and if we were carbon, our DNA, our consciousness would be a piece of chalk. It is dark. It burns really quickly. It's not very solid. But then we also have the diamond. We're going to be turned into diamond. But to turn a piece of chalk into diamond, it's like requires not a lot of time, but a lot of pressure. It's like but to turn into this beautiful diamond. And that is our consciousness. We already have many diamonds within our sacred heart and chakras and so on in our heart. We have this diamond. Consider this diamond your conscious principle of harmony, and there is many facets to this as we learn the lessons. So it's like this is really what is going on. We're ready for more truth, and so. So we got to integrate this law of one, the tree of life. Once you realize the higher planes, where your consciousness to touch many planes on the eternal level, it is inevitable that you ask God to call you back it's okay, I can let go of all this physicality, but there is many things still to live here, and we're on a mission. And so it is about being patient and allowing the process to unfold, because we slowly but surely we're integrating a lot of these higher energies within our physicality. All our reality is, in truth, I'm sharing my thoughts and philosophy and what I believe, which is our beliefs and desire are the construct of our reality. We change our beliefs, we change our reality. And our desire is really the fuel of existence, the desire to move forward. If we didn't have this desire, life wouldn't grow, wouldn't evolve. So the desire is what comes from God. The deep desire, not the craving of the lower habits, but we do want to elevate our thought, purify our intention to connect to love as much as possible, divine love, unconditional love. And but it's like to become the peaceful warrior, and to recognize our deep desires and what is wanted by our soul, not necessarily what people think is right or wrong, but what our soul decides. Because what they see up there is very different than what we see down here. So sometimes we can negotiate as well with up there, but at the end they always win. And it's like they always they see better. They have this. They don't have this past, present, future thing. They see the whole picture, and so they're not really as limited as we are. So we have to trust and become that eventually. The card of the day from the Akash is the Mother, the Great Mother, the Mother Spirit, the Great Mother of the universe, but also the Mother Earth, physical Mother, the Mother, the divine, the pink light of the Mother. And we need to continue to cultivate this, to receive the blue diamond of the Mother. And continue to elevate our consciousness. The idea is to follow our passion with as much passion and enjoyment, and as much to go through it all the way till the point where we're reaching a dead end, or not a dead end, but there's no more passion there. And then we let go completely of outcome. If we have an expectation of outcome, that's when we're starting to suffer. Attachment is suffering, but we trust. Once we create it through our passion, we can let go, and then things will definitely manifest in relationship to our creation. So understanding there is 7 levels to each dimension. So it's like first, second, third, fourth, fifth, seventh. There's always 7 levels. And each level, we're learning different lessons. We're integrating in different attributes. And then once we graduate, automatically we move to the next level. And there are sub-levels to each level. But right now, we're all on different levels. But sometimes we are on a different level, on different dimensions. On the third dimension, some of them may be very advanced, and then some of them may be less advanced, but more advanced on the fourth and fifth, or whatever. So it's like it's all tailor-made. Life is really tailor-made for us. There is only one life, and this life is taking care of us. So it's important to keep in your mind and heart the consciousness of your origin, of the creator, of source. Call on your creator. Once we face with different emotional and emotion thoughts, then we pray. It is necessary. But when we're at peace, we can invoke, we call on, we remember that we are one with the creator. And so that is even more powerful, the invocation. But prayers are very useful. Sometimes we have to deal with all our linear life in the physicality, but sometimes we can look at the universal picture. As we move on to the higher dimension, we get expanded vision of higher truth. And then sometimes we're like, and the problem down there, so I'm going to turn to a higher truth, and then we get into this higher truth, and then God shows you like, hey, it's down here that is happening, it's not up here. So it all depends on the time. You have to flow with the flow and learn to read the energy, to align with whatever energy life is offering you at each given moment. The observer of the day is reparation. There is a lot of things to repair, to balance out, and even in this world, this is very obvious. We're reaching a paradoxal. It's like everything is like it's like how far the dark can go before it flips to the light. So it's like we're getting there. So the highest wisdom is milk and honey. Focus on the good things of life. What brings you joy? What brings you happiness? What makes your heart sing? We all have a soul song that we need to to express. What we need to understand is a step ahead, to allow others, to the assistance of others, to work with others, to know that the others will complement us in the process, and to also be prepared, to prepare ourselves, to have a few steps ahead, to listen to our intuitions. What we need to do is align with the divine will, the yang, the divine will of love and integrity, the power of the Excalibur, the blue light of the Father. And the outcome is between worlds. So it's like we're still in a buffer zone, this fourth dimension, and we have one step in the light and another step in darkness. So sometimes we keep going back and forth because we needed to experience the full range of human emotions, the full range of the darkness and the light. Sometimes if I had this experience 10 years ago, I would be very scared. But now I am confronted with beings on the astral planes that are would be extremely scary for like non-initiated people to meet. And the universe is far richer, both in its light and dark aspect, in this dualistic process, than any fiction we can ever dream of. But do not feed yourself negative archetype from the TV and or movies and all that. I think they're completely insane. They already have to deal with so much, and they're feeding themselves more negative energy. They know not what they do, of course. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it. So just try to I also wanted to discuss the fact that we have to bridge the individual and the collective. For us, it's not always easy to bridge the collective. For God, it's like God goes from the simple to the complex, to the individual, to the collective with great ease. For the Creator knows all things, and He knows all the means, and He knows all the beings, and He knows all the ins and the outs, and all the keys of all the celestial mechanism. The universe has no mystery to our higher, to the gods, and we can receive some information, but not until we're ready. And so we need to find the balance between and harmony between us and the others. And so because everything is about relationships, and so sometimes the relationship can get tense, and it's like a cord that's getting tense. And so send some golden light to the relationship, to the person. It will loosen it up, because we all eternally are connected to all that is, and it's just everything has to be placed in its proper place, in the drawers of our memory, like Dante used to say in the Vita Nuevo. He said that I'm going to look inside the drawers in my mind, this story to tell you this story. I don't know in English, but I read it in French. But it's very much, a lot of things are going to go into the dustbin of history, and there's certain things we need to learn the lesson, then we need to let it go. Not to always keep in frequency in mind the horrible things that they're trying to do to is they keep doing that, and they keep repeating their same mistakes over and over again. So we're going to be here to assist them, and the cosmos is definitely working on that too. And a lot of people, we're all waiting to see a lot of changes outside, but not realizing that once we align with it with our soul, our spirit, and our Creator, we have all the powers of heaven and earth. As long as we stay within the divine plan. And sometimes we deviate, we make mistake, we deviate. But there is always something to learn from every mistake, from every deviation. It creates delays, but like the Archangel Gabriel used to say, it's like there is some. If you make a mistake, if you go somewhere where you shouldn't go, because you needed to learn something from that experience. Yet eventually we try to stay within the middle road. So it's much more enjoyable. And because spirit, we will play out anything, and like from the purest to the most impure, it's like everything. Spirit will try to see value in all things, in the lesson that can be learned. So it's like spirit is the Holy Spirit is really in this pursuit of infinity and the exploration of itself. So it's like there is no limit to our possible growth and ascension. And so I hope this message was interesting for you. This song was going through my mind. I want to try I'm gonna get the words. It says, all we are saying, let's give peace a chance. All we are saying, let's give peace a chance. I was listening to a video of people in Israel were really trying to say that. They were singing that song. It's like they do not want this war. It's only the the dark evil people. There is some really dark evil people at the head of many governments that are really wanting they want conflict. They draw on conflict. They're like ego, pure ego, and pure. They're really dark, and they will all be removed, and they're going to be exposed. It's going to be like a glove, you know. Eventually, all of that is within will be exposed. So make your own cleaning up inside. So when this happens, because everybody will see everything. So it's like the masks are going to drop. Everything's going to be visible for everybody. Certain things God will protect because it's personal. God knows we have all our own inner secret personal life. But a lot of the things that we need to see, people need to see about the illusions of the dark matrix will need to be revealed, and a lot will be coming it's coming very fast and very quickly. So as to me, the Beatles was like they're really as important to the 20th century music as Picasso was to the modern art, because of all the philosophy they brought in their music. A lot of other ones, of course, but and so I'm going to finish with another song of the Beatles that I have the word of, like right here. I didn't have time to go pick up the words of that other ones, but this is about friendship and about the necessity for the goodness that we can draw on from romantic relationship. It's called A Little Help from My Friends. What would you do if I sang out a tune? Would you stand up or walk out on me? Lend me your ear and I sing you a song. I will try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. What do I do when my love is away? Does it worry you to be alone? How do you feel by the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? No, I get by with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Would you believe in a love at first sight? Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the time. What do you see when you turn out the light? I can't tell you, but you know it's mine. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends, with a little help from my friends, with a little help from my friends. It's a great song that was made even more famous by when Joe Cooker made this amazing version at Woodstock. We don't know what kind of product he took to sing that song with the way he did. Even John Lennon was impressed. It's like, whoa. And so, well, I just hope you're having a good day. Prepare yourself for what there's so much in the vision realm. There's so much that is already preparing us. When it's very important to open your third eye to allow that remove all fluoride from your and allow yourself the flash of light. If you haven't opened it up, otherwise continue to allow them. Of course, allow once we open. It's not like we have a choice. It's just sometimes we're bombarded with energies. And since it's come from a non-temporal world, we don't always know. Sometimes we get a vision, we think, well, maybe it's tomorrow, but maybe it's in 10 years. It doesn't matter. For the spirit, if it's part of our destiny, it is aligned with something that has its relevancy. So we use that as inspiration in any event. So the observer of the day is justice. We call on that divine justice. For that, justice has been dead for a long time on the planet, but it's going to be returning. It's going to feel really good. Spirit announced that people are going to love to see real justice. This hasn't been really just, and the world hasn't been really. So just trust the universe in in bringing that justice eventually. But do not be distracted by all the injustice that are still being played out. The highest wisdom is to listen to your heart, listen to your guide, listen to your creator, listen to others, when the voice of spirit speaks within them. So then, what we need to understand is family. We are aligning with a new level of family relationship. It's going to be deep. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be wonderful. Love, because family is a divine. Marriage may be a human institution, but family is divine. And eventually, we'll realize that we are only one family. But for now, there's like different groups, and we right now it's more like we're more cousin to many people than brothers and sisters, because they have so many different kind of way of life and beliefs. And so for now we need to get together with our family, those we feel deep with, and connect to our tribe, the ones that we think alike, which is part also of heart family. And so yeah, that completes what we need to do is friendship, to be a good friend, and to receive friendship from others. Friendship is it's really what the song is about, to a little help from my friends. Sometimes there is love. If you don't have love, then you have your friends, and then are you worried to be alone? Well, no, not really, because there is always this, and then we have all many friends in spirits. We're not always aware of them, but they're always there. And then the outcome is intuition, a great deal of increase in intuition, and the sixth sense will open to the seventh sense and the eighth sense and the ninth sense, and we're going to see through many, many eyes. So it's like just allow yourself to look through many eyes, and to keep your consciousness open, your heart, to be a channel for love and channel for experiences, and to continue to feel whatever makes sense to you, and what brings meaning into your life, and what brings the highest value. Well, thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai.